Hello, everybody. A warm day here in southeast Texas. But make a long story short, anybody that's ever raised roosters or chickens and you come out in the yard, you see this, kind of makes you sick to your stomach. You know what that is. If you live out in the middle of nowhere like I do, you're constantly battling coyotes, fox, all kind of varmints. I've got cameras out here, and I've got a fox visiting me. Of course, I got my livestock guard dogs, but they have to be right 365 days a year. Fox only has to be right once. I'm going to put together a little trapping video on how I try to trap for a fox on the homestead and fox and coyotes. So we'll go from there. Keep in mind, I'm not a professional trapper. I'm just trying to keep varmints away from the homestead. Okay, folks, as you can see, I'm on the other side of the fence now. On the side of the fence we were just at, you can see that pile of feathers that we had. We're fixing to catch Mr. Fox.
What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
I'm the hunk of the homestead, man. Remember one of the rules of the trap? You want your jaws, you don't want your jaws to trap like this. Because if he's coming in this way, this is the back jaw, and his foot hits here and it goes to close, it'll sling his foot out of the way. But if it traps this way and his foot comes this way, the jaws go and you catch his foot. So you want to make sure it's good and seated. Let's see if you can set that. Once you got it clamped, it don't take a lot. It's kind of like an alligator's mouth. Once you got it closed, you don't have to. You don't have pressure at the right spot. Start all over. Your pressure needs to be. Put your leg on in there. Right there. Now, when you go to work on this trap, pick this lip up, I can do anything I need to do over here. And if it goes off, guess what? I don't care. Because it ain't gonna hurt me. Can't catch me. There. Now, I need to dig either here or there. You want to make sure it's setting good and flat, because if he comes up here and steps on this and this side comes up, or it starts wiggling, or you want to make sure that it's set down in there good. Okay? You're good. Now, this point, we don't need this. We don't live in Alaska, so cover these back up.
Almost set that one off.
When? Just in? Nah. Now, we know where they're at, right? What you don't want is leaves or sticks on top of your trigger.
They want to step in the most quiet spot.
But you want to make it kind of clean. Now this isn't trapping for damn animals, like I said, in BFE. This is farm animal trapping. There's a chicken dinner. And if I was slipping up here to get him and trying to be quiet, where would you put your foot? That's kind of the purpose. So Dakota says great. Give them thumbs up, Dakota. Come over here and give them thumbs up. We're gonna do the same thing right here. I bet I have caught like 20 animals on that very same post over the years. So,
You already got it cleared out right here.
do what?
You already got it almost made right here.
Perfect. I'm gonna chop his wings off. This is old Froghorn Leghorn that didn't make it last night. So, hate that for him, but he'll make bait for like 10 different traps. Okay, the other trap was for a west wind. This is for an east wind. The wind's blowing this way. He walks through here. He's going to smell it and come to it. So the entire objective is to have that trap between him and his dinner. You need to help you set him? You got it.
You got it.
Got it. Dakota the Destroyer setting trap on the home. Again, this fox hidden in the tundra of Alaska and never seen white man. This fox is probably laying out there listening to us talk right now, waiting for us to go to sleep so he can come get him a chicken dinner. When you go to set your trigger, what you're going to do is you're going to hold it up, you're going to look at it, you're going to say, how much meat do I have over here? Hold this the base of your trap, and you can pull this trigger down a little bit and you say, about right there. You want to kind of set a hair trigger. See what I'm talking about? But as long as you got this up, you can play with this all day long, and if it goes off, who cares? It ain't gonna hurt you, it ain't gonna catch you. And of course, just like I said, perfect. That one's already set. That didn't move at all. Now I set mine the opposite way, but it don't matter. Whatever's.
Alright, what do you mean opposite way?
I turn mine like this. And set it with my fingers over here. Always make sure this is flipped this way before you do it. There's no wrong way to do it, whatever's comfortable for you. This seems more comfortable for me, but that don't mean it is or it isn't. If it's more comfortable for you to set this with your thumb as opposed to your fingers, no wrong way. Hold it up. Turn it sideways and look down the barrel of that, and you'll see you want to kind of set you a hair trigger. Put your thumb under it so that you can guide it where it goes. Now, turn it this way so that you're holding the chain. Or hold it this way and hold the chain when you're left-handed, if you're right-handed. Fold this jaw up. Put your finger there to brace yourself with, and use 2 fingers to kind of, you can push down with this, but up with this, and you can kind of guide it a little bit, and you can get it right about where, okay, he touches it, and I'm going to bust his butt. Yep. Clean that out, set it in there. Make sure your fingers are outside the jaws. Never hold this ear when you're trying to put a hair trigger on. Always hold the chain, because what happens to that ear?
It goes up.
That's what goes up. So always hold this when you're trying to set the trigger. You can hold the ear. It's just, it'll kind of give you your thumb a shock when it goes to, but grab your ears and you wiggle them both sides. Now push your finger on both sides of the ear. One at a time. One over there and one over here. That's how you know if it's not. You want to make sure it's set. See, that one's set good. That one's a little wiggly, so we're gonna wiggle it down. Okay, that one's good. That one's good. Yeah, cover them up. Get your leaves out of the way. We got that. Kind of do that with our paintbrush.
My brother's here.
Hello. Who? Okay. Tell him we're in the back. We'll be up there in just a minute. Okay. Your ride is here, so we'll finish this up and head that way.
I'm not surprised you remember.
Do what?
I'm not surprised you remember, because I ain't got minutes on my phone.
3, 4, 5 minutes.
You didn't empty all this out.
That's fine. And take this and kind of like, you see where your trigger is, right? When you see where your trigger is, you don't see where your trigger is here. See your trigger there. Brush this over there. Brush this over there. And there you go. And as far as these leaves, put them back. Just make sure that there's not a lot of leaves and sticks and shit on top of where he's fixing to sit. Now, don't do something stupid like I used to do. Spread him eagle. And maybe the next one down. Yeah, Fox is not very tall, so that sounds good. You're not wanting him to work too hard, because if he starts working too hard, he's just going to say, hey, I'll go somewhere else for a chicken dinner. And he's already kind of found out where some easy chicken dinners is at, right? And then you wire it in there so that just 2 or 3 wraps up there. You're wanting him to tug on it. All you're wanting him to do is move his feet around down here. The more he moves his feet around,
We're good?
doing all kind of things on the homestead. It's not being great at any one thing. It's about being good at a lot of things. And I had a video where I showed how I keep my rats that I trap in the barn. I put them in a Ziploc bag and I keep them frozen. So I'm not a trapper. I'll be the first one to say that I'm not in the backcountry of Alaska, 45 miles from the nearest telephone pole. My barn is 200 yards over there. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to trap a fox that has never seen uh, seen white man before. But I'm out here on the farm, and I'm like, if I was a fox and I was traveling in this area, uh, and I was looking for a free dinner, what would I try to do? And over the years, I've learned a little skill. So again, a chicken wing off of a dead chicken, chicken head off of a dead chicken. And if I was a fox traveling this area, what I would do is I'd be looking for an easy meal. And what I want to do is I want to get a trap, a foot trap between the fox and the easy meal.
Danny boy,
Yes, Bubba?
there are 3 safes.
What?
3 safes.
Okay. I did tell y'all, I have 2 sons. They're both autistic. They're liable to do anything at any time. He's liable to crawl off of that side-by-side with no clothes on over there. There's no telling. But what we have here is a little bit of a natural covey. And if I can put some scent in this area, and I will, I'll drag these chicken parts around. And I'm going to put this scent up in this area. And I'm going to put 2 traps here. And I'm going to put these 2 traps in an area where basically between him and his dinner. 2 traps equals 16 tries. He has 4 feet. There's 2 traps. So on the way in, I have 8 chances to catch him. He's going to go over and smell these chickens. And on the way out, I got 8 more chances to catch him. And I'm going to clean this up a little bit and make it to where a fox could try to get in there and get himself an easy chicken dinner. And I know for a fact that this fox is moving through this area because I watched him on a thermal last night, and there's a little bit of terrain change, and I never could get a shot at him, but I know he's here. And if he's working through this area, he's going to smell this. He's no dummy. We're going to see if we get us a fox in the morning. So stand by. I'm going to set some traps. What we have is some square tubing open on the end, and I just want to open this up in this area a little bit. Kind of make it easy for the fox, but not obvious. Chicken head. We're going to drag this around. Chicken wing, we're going to drag this around. This is off of a chicken that he caught last night, but didn't get away with. We're going to kind of stick it up in that square tubing right there. We're going to do the same thing with the chicken head. We're going to kind of stick that right there. So fox needs to come in this area to get himself a chicken dinner. And if he's traveling where I travel with my side-by-side, he's going to run through here and he's going to say, wow, I'm going to go right there and smell that chicken. I'm going to put 2 chances to get him right here. This is just a drag. It's designed. 1 barb is up. 1 barb is down, so when it's dragging over the ground, it catches. And it's designed to catch and hold an animal in a spot. So we'll even give it a head start. We'll tie it on that piece of iron right there. You also want to set your jaws to clamp this way. If your animal's driving this way and out, you want the clamp to go this way. If your animal is driving this way or this way, and your clamp on your trap is this way, and he steps on your trigger, he can actually knock the foot up and out of the trap. The trap will clamp, and not catch. So you want the travel to be like this. And I'm expecting this fox to come in this way or this way, step on the two traps or one of the two traps, and that'll be that. Now, just some of the things I picked up over the years. A sifter, call it what you want to. It's a way for me to throw some dirt in here and scatter it over the top of these traps so that it's nice and fine.
Can I marry my mom?
Can you marry your mom?
Yes.
Well, I'm already married to her. You think she would mind?
No.
I don't think she would mind either.
I don't think she will marry.
I don't think she would mind. You can marry her if you want to. How about that? Now, we got us a fine level of dirt on there. Like I said, I'm sure there's some trappers that's about to have a coronary about how I'm doing this. I use a paintbrush. Kind of get in here and smooth this dirt out. Cover the traps up. We know that they're good and solid in the ground. If he steps on them, they're not gonna move. So we got a good even ground. We're gonna take these leaves that we used. We're gonna cover this up. You know that we got our bait kind of shoved in the corner of a piece of square tubing here on the farm. He's looking for an easy dinner. Gonna lay some leaves between the two traps. We're gonna take this limb, lay here. And lay that over there. And if you was a fox and running up and down this area and you smelt a chicken dinner, I got 16 chances to catch you. We're gonna see if we get us a chicken killer in the morning. So we shall see. And this might go against some community standards or something, but he put his foot where he didn't need to be last night. A little gray fox over there that has hit the homestead for several $1,000s worth of chickens this year.